because we should have put an episode out about probably 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, should we speed run that episode for everybody?
No, because I committed to painting loads of stuff that I haven't touched. So it's fine.
True. We both committed to that, and I have also not painted anything and done a huge hobby butterfly pivot in that period of time.
The thing is, though, like if we get you to try and focus on something else, you'll paint the stuff you should have painted by now. So
Don't. I'd come up with a whole new project today, sitting in the living room.
What?
I was just sat there going, that Mark IV box is out. Oh, I really want to do red scorpions for Bad Ab War. And then, I'm just straight on Google. How much is a red scorpions transfer sheet these days?
Well, actually, that actually brings me in a very seamless link already. We've only just started recording. But I just want to say a quick thank you to Cryptic Cabin. So Cryptic Cabin, they sponsored the last doubles event. They did some prize support for Best Painted, which was very kind of them. Thank you very much.
And the wooden spoon.
And yes, because you got was it a dry brushing kit?
Yes, which is brilliant for me.
Exactly.
It's literally the one thing Andy needs.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I used them to order the Mark IV box and the ZM book. It arrived today. I couldn't believe it. The postie actually left it in front of my front door. And it's not like I don't live in a crime area or an area of crime. So it's been there for about 6 hours.
And it's still there?
And it was still there when I got back. So I kept on looking at the CCTV.
Pity somebody didn't tell me, because I could have come and had that. Could have had some red scorpions.
There's a very good reason why I didn't put it in the group, because I knew one of you fuckers would come and nick it.
I was about this way earlier as well.
I mean, I could, because obviously, Andy, you very kindly checked on my house when I was away recently. But yeah, I was like, no, I'm not putting it there, because one of you fuckers will come over and
I
move it.
was dog sitting, puppy sitting. So
Oh, that's big news.
yeah,
We've got some big news.
yes.
Andy's a dad again.
yeah, puppies. Sorry, what?
Brilliant.
Not different type of puppy. Yep.
Jesus.
Tronk has spent too much time in the sun.
Yeah, Sierra obviously does for him.
I have.
Yes, Murphy, miniature Yorkie, turned up 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's like having a newborn.
Yeah.
All it does is eat, sleep, shit.
Has it started stealing miniatures off your desk yet?
No, it's been brilliant.
Yeah, no,
Brilliant.
good. Yeah. That's awesome. So what else have you boys been up to?
Sweating.
Yes.
Being hot.
Yes.
Do you want hobby or life?
Just everything, really. Just whatever we want to share and talk about.
Built 2,500 points with the custodes.
What? Where did they come from?
Somebody kept saying how much he hated playing against custodes with his Iron Warriors. And the little devil on my shoulder went, oh.
So I think this was folling the header event.
Yeah, it's following doubles,
Yeah.
right?
I played Schizo for a day.
You played on your own. Thank you very much. So you faced them
Once.
once.
Yeah, in my last game against Mike and Stuart.
It's Pornstar Mike.
Pornstar Mike and
Pornstar Mike,
Stuart.
because he's got the tash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stuart was lovely. Imperial Fists. We just had half the battlefield.
You had a
just
civil game.
civil.
Yeah.
Just
Fists versus Iron Warriors. Just a nice kind of
Little Siege of Terror, nice
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of.
Yeah.
Mike. He just wanted to ruin me.
Trying to violate you.
Yeah.
Turned up with the blue gloves and lube and was just ready.
That was no
I couldn't walk for a week.
So basically, off the feedback of that, Matt, you've just gone full ham.
Well, not quite. I've
Okay.
always wanted to do custodes.
Okay.
But the fact that 90% of the models I wanted were all in resin
Yes.
meant that I was just like, I just don't want to commit to it.
Yeah,
I don't really like, I know people are probably going to slap me all over the place. I don't really like working with resin.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair.
So
That's fair.
I was just like, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to have to try and reshape a Telemann in the oven.
Yeah.
So I was just sort of waiting for stuff to come out in plastic. And
Can I interject? I bought a heat gun the other week.
I mean, they are great.
Oh, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Makes flexible resin flexible.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Funny that.
Yeah.
I've used.
It'll make most things flexible, to be
Well, yeah,
honest.
no, but you know what I mean. Put it in hot water for 10 minutes. I've put it in hot water for 10 minutes.
And it just bends right back again.
It's not moving. Heat gun for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't mind resin little people because
Why do you look at me when you say little people?
habit.
Why?
Habit. I don't mind resin infantry.
Yeah.
Because they can be easily reshaped, heat
Manipulated
gun,
or whatever,
Yeah. But like tanks and dreadnoughts and things like that, I was just like, I'm not.
When
dealing
they're
with
out, they're out, and it's
Yeah.
really hard to.
I've had a fire raptor in the loft for about 10 years.
I mean, that's probably pretty warped by now, then, I'd imagine.
I think I'm just waiting for it to walk back.
So then I just bit the bullet hearing everyone's feedback, and I just kind of had a bit of a...
You mean my tears?
And just a bit of
like, yes, I want some of those.
I think the other bit as well is I wanted to paint something, but I don't want to paint Space Marines anymore. I can't paint another Space Marine. And I know Custodes are pretty close, but they're a bit different. They've got different levels of detail on them.
Yeah. I mean, they're covered in gems and
stuff like that.
They're just a bit more interesting.
Yeah, and I didn't want to have to do another 110 infantry.
Well, I mean, you do have it doing 110 dudes in 10 days.
I mean, that's
that is
the Bonnie Blue standard.
That is Bonnie Blue mark of excellence.
But I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So Custodes.
Yeah. Because I suppose it's comparatively low model count in the grand scheme.
Like what have I got? 2,500 points. I've got
3 models.
Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes of inventory. So what's that? 4 6s. Yeah. 24.
Quick math. Yeah.
24 bodies plus a dreadnought, a shield captain, 2 tanks.
How many Telemon dreadnoughts are you having?
Well, they're not out yet.
Because this used to really piss me off. Right, in first edition, I'm fairly certain the lore around Telemon dreadnoughts was there's like 4 in the entire galaxy. Right, I would kill 4 a fucking weekend. Every fucking event, I would kill 4 a fucking weekend.
I will only have 1.
Yeah,
because they're actually quite expensive.
I tell you, you're gonna have 1, but once he gets removed, you can't use them again.
Right.
Ever.
Or maybe like
yeet the model at a wall.
Reset the clock every 6 months or something.
Yeah. The one thing I won't be getting is bikes.
No,
can't bother with them.
No.
Even though the idea of giving them Eternal Warrior 2 makes me so giddy.
So awful.
I just don't want to paint them.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I did a video recently of the big summer preview when they revealed the latest Custodes box.
Yes.
And I was absolutely shocked at how much the resin stuff is for Custodes at the moment.
It's mental.
So I think it was 4 Griffalcon jet bikes, Telemon, and I can't remember what else is in the box, but it comes in at like 350 quid.
Of resin.
If you buy it off the website at the moment. £350. That's so much money.
And it'll all be warped.
Which is quite ironic considering it's Custodes, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. If you look at the price point of all the boxes that have come out so far, it's probably going to be about 160-ish quid, 150, 160 quid. So yeah, I think it's going to be really, really, really popular. I was a bit gutted, actually. I missed out on that first Custodes box because I'm also fully saturated of painting Marines. Like, I know I've got the Mark IV box because I'm thinking one day I'll get really excited to paint a new Legion, and I want to have the minis available to do that.
Yeah.
And this is the best way of doing it. PAL took the piss out of me, but it's like a 44% saving.
It's nuts, yeah.
That's like...
If you can land the box, get them, because they're great savings.
Absolutely. They're really good value boxes.
Don't say that, because I know exactly what will happen when I get home. No, I did see one online earlier on. I'm not going to tell you where it was because
I want it because of mine.
Actually, I really don't like those Mark IV sculpts.
No?
I really don't like them.
No? Is it because there's not enough knobs on them? Is that what it is? you know that's the reason, isn't it?
They are missing some bonding studs.
Oh,
yes,
okay. Oh, so bonding studs.
but they do.
My mistake.
Bondage studs. That's what Andy Googled on Friday.
Anyway, yeah. So they haven't got enough bondage, but they just don't look quite right.
They're missing. There's one.
They're a bit too Primaris-y looking. The armour.
So this was my bit, because we're getting closer to that, like kind of in timeline. We're getting closer to the 40k like original Marine like look, because they're upscaled. They are starting to look more Primaris-y.
Mark IV are the closest mark of armour that has been redesigned in plastic. Or not redesigned in plastic, but redesigned this time round, that still looks like Mark IV. in my mind. They it's the closest.
They do literally look like somebody sort of grabbed the image and pulled the corner out.
Whereas
I'm not sure.
I absolutely hate the new Mark II. I love resin Mark II, and I really like the original resin and the original plastic Mark III. But the new iterations of 2 and 3, they're awful. They look gunned down. They look.
The 3, it's the helmet that does it on the Mark IIIs. Mark IIs, I don't really have a leg to stand on because I never had original Mark IIs.
Yeah.
So I like the new Mark IIs.
Okay.
But I
That's
can
allowed.
see
You're
where
allowed to.
Yeah. But I can see where you're coming from though.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
as somebody the Mark IVs to me, I kind of agree with Andy a little bit.
Mm.
The bit that frustrates me about them, and I'm not trying to like moan at GW here, but stop using the same skeleton.
The
same pose.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah, but they're doing that because of all.
The interchangeability, I get
Yeah.
it. Like, and as an accessibility thing for getting people into Heresy and bringing people in, I'm all aboard the train. Make it so the kits are interchangeable. Make it so you can build an army really
But
effectively.
I've just said that, but with the old Mark III and Mark IV,
You could do that as well.
could do that anyway.
Yeah.
Because it was completely multi-pose.
The Custodes kits are a prime example of that.
Yeah.
They were the infantry were all of it was a joy to build. Apart from the Venatari, they were just bugged me a little bit. But the only bit that bugged me with the Venatari is the way you attach them to the base.
Oh, okay.
But the infantry themselves, they're all monopose.
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that. And the kit is very well engineered. Like the way like the arms go on. There's no, like how on Mark VI, there's got that little stud on the thing, and then you've got to try and if you put a bit too much glue on it, melts the stud, and then it doesn't line up, and you've got like a wonky bolt hand.
PCSD.
Right? They've got around that because can't really describe it, but they've got a way of like locking the arm in place.
Okay.
No matter how you could coat that thing in glue, and it melt everything, and it will still lock in place, and the spear will still be in the spear will still be in the right place.
Yeah.
So the engineering side of things, I totally get why they're doing it.
Sure. It's quite interesting actually in terms of buildability. So apparently a lot of the old world sculpts are potentially have started to become a bit more simplified in terms of building and painting. So I think it was Stu from Miniature Realms was talking about the new Chaos Warriors, the new Old World box. He was reviewing it with Cathay and Chaos, and he was saying there's actually not that much. Like there's not much detail on them, but there's a lot less detail, a lot less more finicky stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff that just takes
like leather satchels you need to paint and like
exactly.
things like that.
Yeah, there's significantly less leather, which might upset Andy a little bit from
bondage studs.
So yeah, it sounds like there may have been a brief saying, hang on, like Cathay miniatures are just insanely difficult to build, huge amounts of detail. Yeah, theme is awesome, but that's like an advanced level miniature build kit and painting project.
I think it's like one of those things as well where if you want to bring people into the hobby, which is obviously what they want to do because it will make more money, and you want to get people into systems where perhaps they haven't had the uptake before, old world heresy, like kind of what had a lower player base than 40k and Sigmar, making things a bit more approachable for the 14-year-old kid who has read Horus Rising for the first time is totally, like, in my opinion, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We just have to deal with it or play with our old armies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what have you been up to, Andy?
I've started a bunch of new armies for a bunch of new projects, most of which are his fault.
Do you remember what they are?
Napoleonics isn't my fault. That's all you.
No, that was Jamie who said he spoke to you, who then spoke to me.
Well, yeah, but you let's just be real clear here. He messaged you and you went, yes. That wasn't me messaging you and going, do you want to play this thing?
Yeah, but he said he'd already spoken to you.
Yeah, he had. Let's not get into the pedantics of it.
So you just want to throw mud but not worry about the detail. What are you, a reform?
Whoa! Do you want to take this outside?
Shots fired.
Sorry, so yeah, I obviously dragged you into a Napoleonics hole with me.
Yes. That I was already in.
Yeah, exactly. So get to fuck.
But no one ever wanted to do Napoleonics. So yeah, I've started a fictional army of the Lower Rhine.
Okay.
So it's mainly Prussians, but with some other German units.
Mm-hmm.
So Saxons and Brunswickers, Nassau, some Russian units that fought in the Prussian army. So
Okay, cool.
just having a load of fun with that.
How many models is that going to be involved in?
Slow grow's a bit of a rich term, but we're starting with some units to learn, and then we're just going to keep going.
Right.
So a brigade of infantry would be 76 models.
Wow.
And you probably need, and that's just if you had like 4 units of infantry.
Mm.
We're not talking about guns,
No,
horses, anything else.
but you probably need about 4 or 5 brigades for an army if you're
Yeah.
playing like a proper 1v1 game.
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely love seeing the footage that Dawn's Arrow puts up.
Yeah, I mean,
Like they had their mega battle. Which is just a normal battle. I think it was like,
yeah,
it
it's
was
just
like-
a normal
it's
day
just
for
a
a
normal
Napoleonics player.
Napoleonic game. There's like 12 players and there's probably 10,000, 20,000 models on the table, and it is a real sight to behold. And they've got like a liquor cabinet on the side, just drinking whiskey and whatever.
Perfect day.
You know, it's just slowly getting more drunk, which I suppose is historically accurate. I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
As the battle goes on,
It just keep drinking.
French players are drinking brandy. English players are drinking scotch.
Yeah.
Well,
Drinking
anyway.
schnapps.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So no, it's been, so I've nearly finished my first battalion,
Yeah.
which hasn't been as bad as I thought. I've gone, I'm not worried, I'm just going pure tabletop because of the amount.
Yeah, just paint the front row like with a bit of detail.
You flagged and you sergeants.
Yeah,
Yeah. So just using loads of markers, really.
yeah, that's fair enough.
They've come out well though, mate. Like they
Yeah.
do look nice.
I did think you two had been up to something because you've been very quiet. You've actually been talking.
I've been painting a lot of bolt action.
Okay.
I painted a whole German army for bolt action.
So you've done 2.5k of Custodes,
Built, they're not painted.
but you still built 2.5k of Custodes.
Yeah.
And then you've gone and painted a whole German bow action.
Yeah, 1,500 points of German bolt action.
What am I doing in my life? Like I've literally painted 20 Scutari and that's it.
And it doesn't work.
Oh, savage!
Careful now. Get him back on a boat. He doesn't work. Send him back
Stop the boats!
Send him back to Wales. It's a foreign country. They speak a funny language.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
To be fair, the bolt action stuff was like it's proper just tabletop standard. It's nothing fancy. I used Sonic Sledgehammer.
Okay.
He does some great tutorials
he does.
on like how to get
Oh, you
mass
mentioned
infantry,
this. Yeah, you mentioned
mass
this
infantry
before.
armies
Yeah,
onto
yeah.
the table. And it's literally like the main like fatigue colour for Germans. You combine a spray can from Vallejo.
Wow.
So you just go, and it's like 70% of the way done.
Yeah. Well, isn't it? Just
Well, yeah.
like details,
Why-
washes, bosh, done.
Yeah, give them a dry brush, bang a wash over it. That's 90% of the model done.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of marine armies I wanted to do, but I just can't.
Yeah. Do you need an event to focus on?
I just can't.
Okay.
I literally, if I've got some stuff in my own warriors, because I can like really, I know I can do those really quickly,
Yeah.
then fine,
Spray, dip, bosh.
pretty much.
I know you fucking hate me when I say that as well.
But if people go, oh, your iron warriors look not great, but all right. How'd you do
They
it?
do look really good, dude. They do look really good. You need to stop putting
You want
yourself down.
you want a best painted award for them at an event.
Yeah.
Like you can't be like, oh, they don't look very good.
Did I?
Yeah.
It was the same recipe I'm using now, so,
So,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
Rip
yeah.
and dip.
Rip it and dip it.
I started Scars,
Yeah.
and I've got like 20 to 30 almost finished
Okay.
Marines. Not
Yeah,
bikes.
yeah. All the white scars players. What do you mean there's no bikes?
I've built some Keshik.
Keshik.
Golden Kashi.
Yeah, because
yeah.
there's a conversion kit you can get for the plastic bikes.
Yeah.
And then I stupidly went, I'm going to do Alpha Legion.
I mean, technically we're all Alpha Legion, but we
Yeah.
won't go into that.
I think I've got 5 Tartarus Siege Terminators pretty much done,
Yeah.
and built like 20 tacks and some headhunters.
Yeah. So it's sounds like very much the case of like, oh, I really fancy doing white scars. You put like maybe a week into, or in your case, about 4 hours. You smash out 30 tacticals or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm bored of them now. Oh, I'm going to do Alpha Legion.
I've got ADHD or something.
I mean, maybe. Who knows?
No, I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I mean, all I'm hearing here is Shattered Legions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I
Well, he doesn't know. He's accidentally started a Shattered Legion list.
it's like, I've painted Marines for a decade.
Yeah. He just fancy doing something different.
So I'm doing Napoleonics.
Yeah. Mad head. In all fairness, for anyone that I know that should be doing Napoleonics is you, because you will just literally smash through them.
What about you, mate?
It did dawn on me the reason why I perhaps have done slightly less hobby than you, fine gentlemen, is I've been on holiday. We went to Wales. Yeah, and that was just absolutely amazing. Just doing coastal walking, swimming in the sea, swimming in waterfalls. Just enjoying the great outdoors, pastries, really nice food, fish and chips at
Did not know you
sunset.
like pastries.
Never would have guessed, right?
I mean, I'm literally just a walking advert of someone who likes pastries. It's really random, actually. So, in Cardiff, where some of my mum's family are from, mum's side of the family are from, there's two really, really good, it's two bakeries under Danish bakeries called Brod. Which is really ironic because it just means bread in Danish, and all of the Danes are just, that's a stupid fucking name for a bakery. You just call it bread. But they do absolutely amazing.
So what should you call a bakery?
I don't know, bakery.
I
don't know what the Danish word for bakery is, but they do think they all laughed when they heard it was just called bread.
But it'll be like Broadhausen, Bread House.
Something like that. Yeah. But they do absolutely incredible pastry. So, we literally, on the way through, tradition dictates that we will stop off, go to Brod, literally by the counter, and then, go see my nan, hang out. She's 99 next month.
What a legend.
So, she's fully independent. She's out 3-4 times a week.
Is her name the Emperor by any chance?
Honestly, I really wish I had got...
Malcolm.
Yeah. I really hope I've got her genes in terms of, longevity, because... she's out more than anyone else I know. And when we were there, it was like in Peterborough, it was the start of our heat wave.
Yeah.
Or the first of the whatever heat wave, Mark 1. So when it was 39 degrees in Peterborough,
So I got a little thermometer in the kitchen. I moved it and put it just hung it off the shed.
Yeah.
And it got to 39.5.
That's so hot. So that's just insane. I know we moan about it. It's like if people in America say, it gets 50 degrees. Yeah, but there's no air here, and there's
do you know why it's worse? There's actually a scientific reason why it was worse this time. Why it felt really bad.
Go on.
So our air at the time was overly moist, overly humid.
Ooh, moist.
Which meant that the air was too humid for our sweat to evaporate properly. Which means, and the sweat is what cools you, right?
Yeah.
So we were unable to sweat properly, so therefore it feels hotter than it actually is, which is why it was so bad.
If that wasn't sweating properly, I don't know what.
You still sweat the same amount, but the evaporation of the sweat off of you is
right.
reduced.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why you look like a Tory reform voter at the beach.
Did he have a handkerchief on his head?
Just bright red.
Right, I'm just going to say it now. Fuck Bimface.
Nah, you leave Bimface out of this.
Whatever you're into, mate.
Yeah. What you Google on Friday night, pal.
Yeah, that's it. I'm behind closed doors, mate. That's all down to you. But yeah, sorry. No, when I was actually on holiday, the guy that owns the Airbnb that we stay in,
He's the Space Hulk guy, right?
he's the Space Hulk guy. He's a massive nerd, and he's such a nice bloke. His family are a really, really nice family, and they've got these 3 Airbnbs, 3 cottages, and we've stayed there I think 4 times now. I think the only year we didn't was 23 when I was sick, so obviously couldn't.
Funny that.
Exactly, yeah. But obviously you get chatting and stuff, and he's really into sci-fi and music and whatever. And he says, "Oh yeah, when I was a teenager, I loved Space Hulk." And I'm like, "I've got a Space Hulk," and I'm like, "I'm coming next year. I'm definitely coming back next year." So I said, "I'll bring it." And he's like, "Oh yeah, cool." And I do think he might have been a bit like, I don't know if you actually are going to come and bring Space Hulk, but I was like rocked up on the whenever day it was And I was like, I brought Space Hulk. And he's like, oh, bloody hell.
Nice.
Yeah, we had 2 games, and I don't think any of us really knew what we were doing, but we had lots of fun, playing the game. I think it was the Suicide mission, so mission 2. So we played 4th edition, the most recent version from 2014.
Yeah.
I did have 1st edition, but like literally just all of the counters are in one box, and I was like, I've run out of time to like sort this all out. I was just like, I just can't. So it was a brand new in box, bought it from new. So I was a little bit like, I don't really want to open it. But if it's going to be an occasion to open it,
It's worth it.
this is the occasion to open it. And all the models are push fit. So I just took some clippers and some bits and bobs and built it in like an hour or not an hour, about 2-3 hours. I think it took me to do all the Gene Stealers and all the Terminators and stuff. And they all just clipped together, no glue, which is
Lovely.
Amazing. And they're really dynamic poses. I don't understand. Maybe they should look at that. Go back to 2014. Might be able to build armies quicker, especially mech. We ironically as well, even though we were playing the Suicide mission, the Marines won both times, and like it's normally quite hard for Marines to.
Just got lucky. Should dice in it. Did you take your microwave dice with you?
No, we used the ones in the box.
Pre-microwave,
Yeah.
like GW.
That was the nice thing, though. We just literally like everything's in the box.
There's something to be said about like a starter set that literally, or not even a starter set, but like a boxed.
It's just a
thing.
standalone box.
Yeah,
that-
it's like Blood Bowl.
yeah.
Like
Exactly,
you
yeah.
buy it, you've got the pitch, the dice, the templates,
The
2
teams,
teams,
dice,
and a rule
yeah.
book.
I remember the old, was it styrofoam? Well, not quite styrofoam, but the old foam.
It is. Yeah.
Foam Blood Bowl pitches.
Yeah.
I've got 2 copies in the house that I've acquired. One of them I bought for 40 quid.
Party.
No, that was Space Crusade.
That was Space Crusade.
That was 70 quid.
That the original advert for that turned off my Instagram reels earlier today.
Oh, really?
Ironically.
Space Crusade.
Yeah, where it's like Space Crusade. It's like got the RRP in the bottom left hand corner, $21.99. Like, what?
I hate this. I hate my life. Oh my
with
god.
with the old, really old Chaos Space Marine models.
Yeah.
And the old like not Gene Stealers, like they're Tyranids, but not
Yeah,
Tyranids at that time.
I know which ones you mean. Yeah.
They're like grippy like that.
It's really quite interesting in the 2014 version of Space Hulk. Like, there's a little extract, I think, at the start or the end, and it says like they're kind of like paying respects to the guy that did first edition, and it's like mentioning so and so, whilst he was a bit eccentric. And then kind of went on. It's like, I mean, you do have to be pretty crazy, like pretty mad.
Dream this up.
Yeah, to kind of bring that to kind of reality. But yeah, there's something like 20 missions.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I genuinely think, and if this is the case, I'd love to find out in the comments. But I do genuinely think it's like someone was leaving GW who loved Space Hulk and pulled in all of the resources to make like one more amazing standalone game. Because I mean, I can't, I've not really given it any thought in terms of comparison, but like the amount of card stock that you get, the quality of the card stock, the miniatures are all like really,
wasn't
really
it
cool.
like some level of anniversary edition as well? Wasn't it like a 20th anniversary edition or something?
It could be, but like it's just a really, really, really good box, and it was £67.50
Yeah, it's
when
not.
it went up for sale in 2014.
I think that era of like caring's probably a little strong, but like being so like proud of the thing.
Yeah. I think that's you still had that level of care and accountability maybe, and there was a lot perhaps more.
End of the originals, right? Like it's the end of all of the people who started the company and were the original sculptors and the original games writers.
It might be a case of like, again, I'm just thinking out loud. It could be like Jervis, like one of the last things Jervis. I don't know. I can't remember when he retired, but
I know that's what I'm trying to say.
if someone
like
really senior has gone, I want this to be the best quality, best game we can produce, and this is going to be my legacy
Swan
or
song.
my exactly. Because that's how it feels. Because it is just, for me, it just seems really, really good quality. You know, in terms of and value, especially even looking back 10 years. Oh,
12.
12 years.
Don't start on the getting old thing, dude.
Try to make Andy cry.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than going on holiday, having a lovely time gallivanting in the countryside and eating pastries, I went up to Warhammer World on Thursday. I met Paul Busfield. We had a game. We had Martian Civil War.
Nice.
So that was good fun. I literally brought a knife to a gunfight because I thought I've painted my Ursarax. I've done almost finished my Scutari. I've done like 20 of 32 Scutari. And I was thinking, you know, I want to run them sort of thing. And he's got 2 Kraknos, 2 Krios, a Kavas Thanatar, the mortar.
Yeah.
So like literally I was just templates everywhere. And I was just like taking handfuls of models off, you know. But obviously it's Paul, so you know.
It was a good time.
Yeah. No, there was. Yeah, we had a good game. Yeah, we had a good game. So something I did want to talk about in this episode was we've had a year of Heresy.
Well, Heresy 3.
We've had a year of Heresy 3.0. Yeah, and I think it would be quite useful because we do all play quite. I know we've been talking about that we're kind of getting a little bit saturated with, you know.
It's saturated with building and painting. Doesn't mean you're saturated with gaming, right?
Yeah, because we still play a lot.
Yeah.
We play a lot.
Yes.
You know, a couple of times a month, not a week.
I wish.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you, yeah.
Really, right now, I wish.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it might be worth just having a conversation amongst ourselves. You know, these. I suppose we caveat saying these are our opinions.
Yeah.
You know, it's what goes on in our mind, which can be quite scary. I appreciate not everyone might agree with, and then we might miss things. You know, so I suppose it's one of those things now. Saying is, if we don't cover anything that people think, drop them in the comments, and we can always review it.
Tell us we're wrong.
Tell us we're wrong, but do it nicely.
Please.
I think for me, I struggled to move over from second. I think the two things that I really, really struggled with, the first was the Force Org, the way that you build armies now.
Yeah.
I find that I still really struggle with the Force Org.
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely love it. Yeah, I found it really difficult at first.
Yeah.
But once it clicked for me, and
Yeah.
I think it helped when some of the apps started working
Yeah,
with it,
yeah.
because it was more difficult, but there was lots of
was
bits of
fiddly.
paper. You'd sit at a kitchen table with like, this is this detachment and this is this detachment. Does it all add up or does it work?
It's the GIF with all the math equations
Yeah.
floating around in
Yeah.
the background. It's,
Highlighters became your best friend for
But-
like a month.
Yeah.
The flexibility that it gives when you're putting a list together is wonderful.
I completely agree.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've looked at someone's army and gone, how is that possible?
Yeah.
I don't genuinely. That's.
Oh, you've obviously not been looking too close at mine then.
But do you know what I mean? It's nice because you can build. You can tailor lists.
Yeah.
You can. But I want to have a list that is thematically heavy artillery or
Yeah.
infantry or fast attack, and it's a lot easier to do that now.
Yeah.
I would agree. I loved it when it first came out. It made sense to me because it kind of gave me like Magic the Gathering deck building kind of strategies, which coming from that from like a long time ago is quite a nice,
Yeah.
easy transition.
Yeah.
What I will say though is I've been getting frustrated with it recently.
Okay.
Ironically, I've sort of gone the other way. I've gone like, oh, this is great at the time, and then
Yeah.
flipping back, I think there's two things for me. First one was the Mechanicum one where everything's got to be the same bloody
The
faction.
Tagmata
whatever.
cohort
Yeah.
is really restricting. Yeah.
So that was frustrating, and then I think, and this is probably just because slightly over reliant on apps potentially,
Yeah.
but like remembering which named like auxiliary detachment gives you what like battlefield roles. So like
Yeah.
what's the elites one, what's the fast attack one,
Yeah.
and like having
Yeah.
tanks split across armor and heavy armor and
Yeah.
things like that. That's a bit frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably going back into building Space Marine lists from starting at Mechanicum.
I think a good way of saying is that the Force Org chart has been a nice, comfy pair of slippers
For a long time.
for a long time,
And now we're wearing Crocs.
and now. Henrik's like going, yeah, we are wearing Crocs because that's all he wears. But you're right, absolutely. And I find it really frustrating. Is it's like if I'm going to have a pickup game, so like I had a pickup game against like Paul. Paul's like, right, 2K, bosh. Historically, we're all the same. We've got so many characters, we've got so many, troops, so many this, and you could just in your head you knew what you could take, and you just pick it up, put it in your bag, go. Now it's just a bit like, oh, hang on, right, okay, so I've got a command, but I need to have a high command to open an Apex. But then if I make one of the troops logistical benefit, I can unlock that unit, and I'm just like, fuck off.
To be honest, like what I do is I've used new recruit, and I just permanently save points chunk armies.
Yeah.
So in there, I've got a 2k Iron Warriors, I've got 2.5k Iron Warriors, I've got. So if it's a pickup game, I can just say, right, well, no, that's that lot.
Yeah. I will say though, that is a very valid point. I do the same thing. I have a 2k mech list, a 3k mech list. Like I can just bring out. But like you said, it is a lot easier to theme things now. Like if I want to bring an army that is like all dreadnoughts, it's quite easy to do. If I wanted to bring loads of bikes, it's really easy to do. The one thing I will say though that, again, like not meaning to pick holes in it, I know they've done it in other ways, is a lot of armies lost a lot of like fluff because we moved to that thing. So as an example, it just frustrated me, but like at the end, like towards the end of 2.0, I'd built a Day of Reckoning Blood Angels list that I was like in love with. I was like the super fluffy and I was like really into it.
Fluffy. That's one word for it.
It was.
Land charge stab.
That's why I like Custos now. But
they just charge and stab.
They can land as well because they can deep strike.
Of course,
But the point being is, it kind of, and then 3.0 came and I was like, oh, well, you kind of lost like the theming element, and it's there in some cases with some things. Yeah. And there's been some third party like pieces that people have pulled together that help with that.
Yeah, I do need to look into the power fisted.
Yeah, like, I mean, I haven't looked at it at all.
I need to look at it properly. I did briefly look at it and had a quick look at the serrated, so like the word bearer ones.
Yeah.
But I do need to look at that and give it a fair chance, because I've not had any events in the UK using them yet, and I haven't seen anyone using them in the wild that I'm aware of.
I know. I think the Heresy Hammer guys have had a couple of games with them.
Okay.
I think, like, you know, they can sit in the comments and tell me I'm wrong, but I think I've heard them at least talking about trying them out.
Yeah, okay. But fair play for anybody that does that sort of thing and goes, hang on, here's a balanced way of doing, detachments or themed kind of lists. Because you're right, because if you go back to second, like if you ever saw a Fists army, it would always be Stone Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Boring.
Which is a good thing and a bad thing.
Sorry. So from a fluff point of view, I've read it in the books and I really want to recreate that army. Brilliant. But on the tabletop, it's just really boring.
Yeah. Agreed.
And it was just like, often it was a way to justify just taking the most broken stuff you could. And then, and it'd just be like, oh, it is what it is, I suppose. Word Bearers are a really good example because, historically we had Serrated Sun, Last of the Serrated Sun, which was like a complete deep striking army with drop pods and stuff, but you can't do that anymore. And that was a really cool way, in my opinion, a really cool way of playing them. But obviously they don't play like that in this edition, which I think is really unfortunate. So I do think there's the benefits of the new Force Org allows us to build more flexible themed lists, but in a way, and I suppose this is what the journals are potentially going to be used for, is that they will release detachments of different ways of, you know.
Right. Well, I was wanting to get onto the journals.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we all thought.
Yeah.
When they were going to release the first journal.
Yeah.
And particularly I'm Warriors player, poster boys, I was like, great, this is going to be like second was, where every other week the Imperial Fist's got a new Praetor. I was like, great, we're going to get loads of new characters and stuff for the Iron Warriors, new detachments. I don't think any Marine list has had a dedicated detachment.
They then got detachments. Word Bearers got those like demon infested.
And the Thousand Suns didn't they?
There's been a couple of new units, hasn't there?
Yeah. I'm going to say it now. Journals are a massive missed opportunity, I think, personally. Yeah. So I think they're good, and I like. So let me say this. I like the fact that we're getting like regular like supplements that are bringing new things into the system and are trying to bring like new missions and new stuff. I think the support in terms of like a journal every month, couple of months, whatever it is that we've been getting them, I think is great.
And the price point's not.
And the price point's pretty good, right? It's
the
not
price
like
point
40
is
quid. It's like 20 quid
good,
for a book or whatever it is.
It's 17, yeah. But yeah.
You know, it's like I'm in support of that method of delivering content into the ecosystem, if you will. I just think the ones that I've got, and maybe I've just been buying the wrong ones, but the ones that I've got, I've just kind of looked at it and gone, well, it's kind of offering not a lot.
So this is quite interesting. So I have been doing journal reviews because on the channel because I think it's a good opportunity for me because I'm terrible at reading. I'm really, really bad at reading stuff. Like I just want to just go, just play. That's what I want to know immediately what it is, and then I'll learn about it. So it's like I would be one of those people that just goes to the back of the book, look at the new units. It's like, okay, well that looks interesting. Now I'll go and read the book because I've seen what I want to see on the back. I've actually been enjoying reading the journals actually, and I've actually learned quite a lot, which is because I've read stuff. I think in terms of I can't remember off the top of my head. Like the Talon book does some really cool stuff for mech.
See, like I said, I've probably got the wrong books for what I'm looking for.
But I think in terms of Marines, again, people are probably shouting at us. I mean, I think there are some new detachments in some of the journals. I just can't think of what they are at the moment. But the Vargas cohort in the Talon book for mech is chef's kiss. There's 4 new ways of playing Automata. They're probably going to be allies rather than standalone because you can play them standalone 1,500 points and they essentially play kill points. They play their own game. How cool is that? Don't care about your objectives, mate. Fuck off. I'm just going to shoot you. It's fucking brilliant. And it's even funnier because you could take 1,500 points of, let's just say, Castellax, Vorax and Domitars as an example, and you can do, I think it's misplaced something or other. It sounds like matron. But everything gets infiltrate 9. Lol.
Like, and this is it, right?
That's so cool.
There's good stuff in the books. I think the reason why I think they're a bit of a missed opportunity, candidly, is maybe I got the wrong impression when they sort of said they were going to do these journals. Is I kind of saw them as these ways of kind of bringing the Day of Reckoning back and the Stone Gauntlet back and that stuff.
I think I had the same interpretation.
Yeah. And on that point though, they did say to us that 3.0 was going to be a small change. We weren't going to have a 3.0. We could have a few tweaks to 2.0, and it was a brand new fucking game.
Yeah.
So whoever's doing the articles, I mean, unsurprisingly, sending us in the wrong direction.
But what I do appreciate though, like I said, is the fact that we are getting a consistent stream of content, rules, new stuff into the system, which gets us excited, gives us a reason to keep going back to the system, gives us new tools for creating events or doing things like that. So it's a good thing, and I really enjoy like the fact that we get to like the ZM book, for example, is a prime example. We all went, oh my god, a ZM book out of nowhere, and it was great. So it's got the excitement and everything in the buzz. And I've actually
got
played
that meme you sent him earlier with the cream.
And I've played a game using the new ZM rules, and they're good rules. And actually, there's quite a lot of really cool stuff in there. Like there is new detachments in there.
Yeah, there is
that allow you to do some funky stuff.
Question though, and I'm going to review the ZM book imminently.
Yeah.
But I did have a look at those 3 new detachments that they've got. I don't think they work very well for Mechanicum.
I haven't looked at them in Mechanicum yet. I've only looked at them in Marine.
That's one thing that does piss me off a little bit, is that a lot of the time we're getting new stuff. Like again in the Talon book, there's a way of playing armored detachments, armored fist detachments, or whatever.
But isn't that that's not the super heavy, right?
That's the mailed fist.
Yeah, mailed fist is a super heavy.
But in Talon, that's where they released the command Spartan, and then the command Dracosian. There's no command Triaros, is there? Maybe that's coming in part 2.
Well, and there could be they might have a variety of other campaigns that they want to focus on right there.
But it does annoy me. It's just like there's downloadable content platform, which I'm very open and honest about. I'm not a massive fan of. I just want the game. I just want to just know what.
Yeah.
That's why I like Space Hulk. Just going back to that. But yeah, I think when you release these journals, I think they should be applying to as many of the factions as possible. And if they're not, they perhaps should say that. Like,
and I think as well they could be quite pointed, right? They could say like this is a Blood Angels focused book or a Thousand Suns,
which is fine.
Yeah, because otherwise you end up buying a journal.
Yeah,
that you don't need.
Yeah, you don't need.
Yeah, you got no interest in.
What I will say though is I really hope that, and I'm pretty sure this is what we're going to get, is we cover as many of these like Talon, Prospero, Calf, like all of these,
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all of that. Like if we get all those campaigns, like I'm so in for it. The Hobby Butterfly me is like all over it, right?
Yeah.
But and I think it's a good idea, and
but yes, it is a good idea. But coming from a legion that has been historically underrepresented in terms of characters, should we say, if they're doing Talon and they're doing File, where's the Iron Warriors characters? And Salamander's players will say the same.
Well, that brings me on to the next point. I think
even if it's not to run as a named character, but just to say, Forex is a really cool looking model. I'm just going to run him as my Warsmith.
Yeah.
But
so I'm gonna come on to that because this is the bit that's my biggest like disappointment with 3.0.
Go on.
Is the fact that it still seems to be that there's like two factions that get everything or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know there's the constant whinge in the community about like where's the Raven Guard Praetor? Where's like I get it, but like in the same vein, it is frustrating that sort of certain exactly to your point, certain armies are only getting the love, or even like when you buy the so-called like generic captain, like loyalist centurion, it still looks like an Imperial Fist.
Yeah.
Even though they've called it like generic, it still looks like an Imperial Fist.
Yeah, the Legion champion is a Black Templar.
Yeah, like
I'm laughing because when you said it's the same legions getting all the same stuff, I've just looked inside and once again it is just
the
Imperial Fist and Sons of Horus.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that because they're the poster boys for Legion.
Oh, there's some Iron Warriors as well.
For 40k, it's always been Ultramarines.
Really shiny Iron Warriors, probably I expect.
They're quite shiny.
So I'm okay in the sense of I'm used to it. I just really think it would be nice for, like when was the last time we saw like a new Raven Guard model, or even just like some cool fluff that allows you to kind of convert something. That's why I really liked the second edition PDFs they did. That was the like battles of can't remember what it was now. But and you got
exemplary
the,
battle stuff.
Exemplary battles, and you got the like destroyers and the word bearers, Terminators in that one, for example. And things like I think they were really cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's maybe missing out of the journals. And they've done it a bit with, like, say, with that word bearers, Justarian unit and stuff.
It sounds like, because I think on the Grapevine, I think they've done quite a lot of journals now. So I think there's quite a lot.
Publishing time.
It's just finding schedules and whatever. And it's the same with the models. Like, I'm sure all of the missing Praetor Centurions...
Well, apparently they've all been done since the beginning of 2.0, but they've just not found their way out into the world.
Finding a window to get them released.
I mean, you saw how long it took to get that massive Angron and Loctara Siren out.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, that was...
It was over a year, wasn't it?
Over a year from announcement.
And it's quite rare that stuff gets announced and doesn't come out within 3 months.
Yeah, so I think they're probably, figuring things out.
But going back to a point you made, Andy, in terms of, I think it was you, Andy, that all the different unit type names, like Heavy Assault, was it? Sorry, it was you, Matt?
It was me, The building army list, it's all like...
It's like Heavy Assault and support units and whatever. Like, I actually find from a event pack writing perspective, especially kill points, it's really fucking annoying that you can't just put troops, elites, HQs. It's now got to be command, high command, and then it's got to be heavy assault, transport or whatever. I'm just like, fuck's sake, there's so.
And you also get some stuff within that you'll get a Terminate unit, which, for example,
multiple different...
it might not necessarily be in the heavy assault slot.
Yeah,
it could be in Vanguard.
Yeah, well, you get that with mech. You get the two different Custlax units. One's a support.
One's a heavy support. And one's a support unit. Yeah, and heavy assault. Sorry,
heavy assault. Yeah. So I think that's just a bit like, it's not necessarily any more or less confusing. I think it's just frustrating when for 15, 20 years almost.
Yeah.
You've gone HQ, elites, troops, heavy, fast.
It's longer than that. It goes back. to the dawn of time.
As
When
we
you
know
were a
it.
lad.
When I was when I was a lad at school.
When you owed Jesus a rock.
During the Triassic period.
When my dad was out chasing woolly mammoths.
Yeah.
And I had my Space Marine Codex. It was HQ Elites.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen that Roman model that they found that
Louise found.
Louise Sugden has done a video on. But
Was that yours? Did you drop that?
That's his best painted model. But no, I think you're right. Like, sorry, mate.
It's gonna combust in a minute.
It's.
You smell gammon yet?
I did think it was getting a bit porky in it.
A bit peckish. Yeah.
I think though, like genuinely, I think some of those changes are frustrating to us because we have played the game for a long time. I guarantee you that the people who have just picked up Heresy with 3.0, they're looking at us going, "You lot are idiots. This is really easy."
Actually, you're probably right because, for example, because I'm old, I can use an Android device. I can't use an Apple device.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
My kids, literally one in one hand, one in the other hand. Fine.
See, I don't have that problem, but we'll talk about that offline.
Offline. Oh, you're in trouble. He said you're going to talk offline. That means he's going to do it in public. He's going to humiliate you in private.
On a Friday night. Get in the boot, look me in the eyes.
I want to turn that into a ringtone.
But I think, and this comes down to one of the other things that I was going to, when you sort of suggested we talk about this, that we, I think a lot of what we will complain about or be judgmental of is stuff that we are like, oh my God, it's different to what we knew for X period of time. And I think actually, I'm almost grateful to third edition in a way, because the complete refresh, even though they said it was only a few changes, and the streamlining of a few things and the new support that they're giving it, and the consistent releases, is bringing more people into playing Heresy, which means there's more people at events, there's more people to meet, more fresh faces, more fantastic looking armies on tables. Yeah, like the reason why we get to do this podcast. So, like, as much as we could probably sit here and be like, oh, it's rubbish, why does it that now hit on a 4 rather than a 3? Oh, blah, blah, blah,
do you know what, right? I'm really annoyed with you because like you're going into a really positive trajectory, and I'm just like, I still want to talk about terrain, the terrain rules.
Oh, the terrain rules. like, there's still some bad things.
Just like, how did that get past?
But I just don't want us to sit here like three old men.
Every game at every event,
everyone goes, that's covered.
How are we doing terrain? And everyone goes, well, not the way it is in the book. Yeah, it's true. We'll do second division.
Yeah, true line of sight, 5 up, bosh, let's go.
Yeah.
Like there's no ambiguity, just bosh.
And you know, that's just one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah,
they can't get everything right.
I played it on launch day, and we played it as written. Yeah. And I was just like, this is just bullshit.
I remember because I didn't attend that, and then we played like the week after. You went, we're not doing the new terrain rules. So I was like, okay, thanks, Andy. You solved that problem.
No, I think it's a shame because in my mind, I only know one person who likes the new rules, the new terrain rules, and that's fine. Everyone's allowed to. That, you know, whatever floats your boat.
Paul, get in there. I'm joking.
But amazingly,
why are you talking about boats? You know, it triggers me.
But yeah,
it's a slippery slope because before you know it, it'll be L-shaped cardboard.
If it ever becomes that, we're finding a new system.
I'm going to tell you right now, right? Instead of saying I will die on that hill, I will say I will kill you on that hill. So, because no.
Yeah, I'm going to go all negative now as well. After being Mr. Positive.
Yeah.
That's the inverse to loads of new people in the system. It's great. There's a buzz. We've got, this great opportunity.
Yeah.
It has also brought some bad habits from other systems. Yeah. Which is turning up to events with an army not fully painted. Be it like...
Oh, let's just call it out for what it is. Turning up to an army that's not painted at all.
Yeah. But, and like there's bit of meta chasing in some cases. Yeah. Some events that traditionally would have been a bit more like narrative or friendly focus have gone a bit more sort of tournament style, which again, that's like if it's clearly communicated, that's fine. If you want to go and play competitive Heresy, cool. If you want to take 5 of the whatever the turrets are that sit at the back of the board and just Arachnis or whatever, and just shoot people and drive your 20 whatever, like that's cool. If that's how you want to play the game and everybody else is in for that, crack on, pal. But I
thought you were going to fart.
So did I.
Can't fart.
See?
Sorry.
It's just because Andy hasn't been able to fart properly for a few weeks after he got fisted by those custards. He just goes.
Oh no! Seriously, you should have heard what I did earlier. I thought I needed a shit. I sat on the toilet.
Please tell me we're still fucking recording. Yeah, wonderful. There's going to be a separate video. It's in a group chat. It's just Andy.
Honestly,
doing that.
I thought I was going to do this whopping shit, and it was just a massive fart. Whopping shit, and it was just a massive fart. Yes, got him again. Does your stoma hurt yet?
No, thankfully I was bent over.
That's all the gammon comments.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
He's just going to crash into my car on the way home. That's how he's going to get back at me.
I didn't get anything over the equipment, so that's all that matters. Oh, fucking Andy.
It was quite uncomfortable. I thought I'm going to be a bit poorly. I might not be able to make the podcast.
No, you were coming if you fucking liked it or not, Sunshine. I would have tied you up and put you in the boot. I needed a hug. Simple as that.
Right, where were we?
What were we talking about? I've completely forgotten that.
I'm literally wet.
I mean, mate, I'm dripping sweat on your floor, so I don't worry about it. We were talking about event standards and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking about you having a whopping shit.
Burger King menu on.
Yeah, no, I think that's the thing is though, that happened in second. I'm still dripping down my beard. That happened in second. Like everybody kind of went straight down, you know, whatever was hot in terms of
it'll balance
the
out.
edition. I think what people realise, or hopefully what people realise, is they've gone, right, I have actually gone full fucking ham reform for like Rhino Rush, for example. And then they're like, actually, this is really boring. But also, if they start going to events where you do custom missions, Rhino Rush doesn't really work because you can't score on the first turn. And then there's usually mechanisms that prevent you withdrawing off objectives. So Vanguard becomes the thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that's a responsibility of the event organisers to put those mechanisms in place to stop just bullshit, really. Just, you know, just people just taking the mick.
I think you're right, and like I said, if the event is clearly advertised as like we're going to punch 7 shades of shit out of each other, this is a competitive event, it's Swiss, whatever.
That's
cool.
fine.
Like I think, and you've come on to the point. I think, and this has always been the case of Heresy, but the community makes it what it is, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so the rules could probably be twice as complainable as they are. And we'd probably all still be playing it because it's an excuse to go and see each other and, you know...
It's the setting. That's what people love, is the setting.
Exactly. Historical wargaming set in the future.
Yes.
But, you know, and that kind of thing. And I think, like, going back to the sort of bad habits that have been brought in, I think they are few and far between in the sort of circles that we play in.
Well, yeah, because you'll get absolutely... you'll get bullied.
And don't get me wrong, like
just to clarify, I don't condone bullying. But obviously in our group, if you step out of line, we will tell you that you stepped out of line.
In line.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with, you know, if we're playing on Andy's living room table and I want to test a new unit and it's grey plastic, that's different.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you wouldn't dream of turning up to a header event with a plastic armour. You wouldn't get to play probably. So
my son Harry helps set up for the header events, and we were talking on the way back. And he was saying he really enjoys doing it because he likes, it's like the diorama stuff. He likes putting the stuff on the tables.
Yeah.
And then we just got talking about, well, it's what we like. Basically, when we're playing on the Saturday, it's as much an evolving diorama as it is a game of toy soldiers.
Yeah, I can't remember which game it was, but that someone was playing on the one of the abandoned port tables, which has got the Tesseract tomb terrain. The trains and the ships and stuff, and I can't remember who it was. I'll find the photo and put it in the video. But they've got like, I think it's something like 5 Terminators in like one of the train carriage. Like it's not a carriage, it's
trailers.
Trailers.
Yeah.
It's got like a bucket.
Yeah.
And they had 5 Terminators in there, and they're just like this over the thing, and it just looks really cool. Like, I never would have thought. Anyway, we were talking about
immersive
tables and
Terminators in
dioramas.
boats. And
Terminators in
there
not
was
the boats.
Sorry, boats on the brain. Yeah, there was just one moment during, I think it was my first game against Liam and Tom.
Yeah.
And my command squad had got out of the command Spartan.
Yeah.
And there was some of Liam's Ultramarines, and it was just like a cinematic moment.
Yeah.
And all 3 of us were like, that's brilliant.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, and that's as much why I play the game as it is as anything else.
I do really like those moments when you're playing a game and you kind of like maybe 2 or 3 turns in, and it's just like everything is where it should be, stuff's happening. It's kind of happened organically, and things are just looking like, oh my god, this is, because that's my favourite part of running the events is
those moments.
It's just being able to just
everyone,
flip between the tables.
What you want everyone to almost think that's something that could be in one of the black books.
Yes,
those old sepia.
Portraits
exactly.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favourite ones it's like my first ever greetings actually.
Mm-hmm.
End of first edition.
Yeah.
And I was running Sons of Horus with Horus.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing an Imperial Fist player with Sigismund.
Oh yeah.
And it just happened that in the middle of the battlefield, like turn 4, Sigismund met Horus.
Amazing.
And you just like you just going, oh my god, this is like
that's what you want.
Yeah, this is like perfect. It's like it's in the books, or it is or isn't in the books, but like it's an event you could see happening on Terra.
The challenges.
Great.
I really like challenges now. I've got my head around it.
Yep.
It annoys me how long they can go on.
Yeah.
Because
there needs to be a sort of stopping mechanism in there somewhere.
Like it does go on, but I do enjoy. Right, it's like you kind of like almost like taunting your opponent. It's like, you're going to challenge. I'm going to let's challenge. Let's have a challenge off. And
because when we did the practice missions for your last header event, we had some immense challenges, didn't we? They just went on and on and on.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yes.
I like the gambits, make it fresh, and there's new gambits with different units, and
I think the gambits do need a bit.
Most people
it's
use
difficult,
the same
isn't it?
couple,
Because
right?
you don't want. They all feel a bit meh. But you don't want, on the other hand, you don't want a couple that everyone knows, I'm just going to take those because I'm going to win.
Yeah.
But they do feel a little bit like, well, I don't really want to take any
unless
of
you're a
them.
mech player and then you use the same one all the time.
I tend to with mech. I typically go for guard up because my weapon skill is normally only 5, unless the unit's been.
You're playing mech wrong. You need to make that super.
I need to do the Arca to Mancasterium.
Yeah.
I need to make her
weapon skill 12 Thunderhammer. Cheers.
Powell put me on to. We did this with when I played Paul at the weekend. We had a Magos off, Arch Magos off at the end of the game, and just see how it went. And I took a Chain Fist. Chain Fists are insane on mech. It's just, don't bother with Thunderhammer. Just go for a Chain Fist. They're like damage 4.
For that reason alone.
Basically, they're like -3 initiative, but you're going to be going second anyway. Like you're pretty much always going to be going second.
I'm just always going to give my high command to Terror and Guard then in my Custodians army, so I'm Eternal Warrior 2.
You are just the worst.
But it seems like some of those new additions, and I think we all were dubious about them at first.
Yeah.
I think I've really, now the community's got their head around it, and like the inclusion of having the intelligence, the willpower, the cool.
I just can't get my head around all the statuses.
Because
I just can't. I'm like, okay, I don't know what symbols what.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does.
What they do, yeah.
I'm like.
I think it would have been on reflection, because it's important to remember, like, this is the first time they've done challenges that I'm aware of. It's the first time that they've introduced statuses the way that they have introduced statuses, and I do think it does make the game interesting.
Yes, I'm not slagging them off. I'm just thick.
I am the same. I get confused with stunned and suppressed. I don't know what pinned. I know pinned is because it's the cross.
Yeah.
and you can't move. There you go. That's quite easy.
I'll
But
get you
stun
the
suppressed, I was
marker
getting it.
tray that I've got, which has got what each symbol means written on the top of it.
I think it would have been easier if they just wrote
Yeah.
rather than gone for
Yeah,
symbols or
just
color
written
coded
on.
it. Like
Symbols, they do symbols because if you're in Japan,
They're
Germany,
international, yeah.
anybody knows a symbol. Because same with the reason they did it with Kill Team and 40k, because it makes printing things a lot cheaper.
yeah.
Smart ass.
You can tell
But,
he works globally, can't you?
but
And he's like, "Wait, stop the boats.
speak a funny language.
I don't want any Japanese tokens. Sorry, I love Japanese.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Bushido.
Yeah, exactly. Napoleon, Bushido.
Basically anything but British. Most anti-gammon. What was this? Can't remember what I was saying now.
Oh, so
Is it
funny.
like corn gammon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, yeah. I don't want to know what's in that.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
The statuses thing.
Yes.
I think the other thing as well is like some of them are very similar, and so you get this kind of like, well, it could be that one or it could be that one.
Yeah.
And it's like shock and stun are quite similar words as well.
That's the thing. That's what
So
I get
it's
confused
like-
about. Yeah.
so like pinned, you
And
can quite
suppressed
easily,
and-
yeah. So shock, stun, suppress are all very similar words.
Yeah.
So they all could really mean the same thing.
Yeah.
Whereas when we get to like pinned, you can kind of put that one separately to one
Yeah.
side.
Or
And
routed, because it's an
separately to
exclamation
one
mark.
side.
It's like,
Yeah. I will say though, you're right. Like they make the game way more interesting. Change can be a good thing.
Change can be a good thing. I think just going back to the challenges, I think when they first kind of got introduced, I was just like, oh, I don't want to have to learn a new thing. Like it's just that kind of. I've got my comfy pair of slippers. I'm really happy with where I was personally happy with where second was. You know, again, it wasn't perfect. There's a few things we like.
But
ironed
it
out
taken us
between
a few years to get to a point where it was in the right place.
Exactly. And there's always going to be like I suppose like a bedding in process for anything really. I think overall, you know, like on the whole, preparation H, I'm happy with 3. Like I say, just as long as we're doing 2.0 terrain rules.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know, and then you know, pretty much the rest of it is what it. And obviously, I've written my list by that point. When I'm actually playing the game, it's fine because I've written my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've gotten through the
We need to get
17
you on the
stages
apps.
of apoplectic rage. I think my main issue is that when it comes to mech, it's a lot harder to write
Mech
lists
is hard to write lists. Yeah.
because of point
the
values. and,
custodes, what they've done with custodes is like fixes that problem. They need to go back and do that with mech.
Yeah.
'Cause do you know what they've done with the
No.
detachments for custodes? So in the custodes book, you get 4 extra auxiliary detachments
Yeah.
that are mixes of units that you would bring in a custodes army.
Right. Okay.
And
Such as.
I can't remember. So
You did that on purpose.
off the top
No,
of my
I haven't.
No. So off the top of my head, there's one that gives you the ability to take like 2 elite units.
Yeah.
And one of them's a prime. There's one that allows you to bring a tank, a support, like a shooty tank, a transporty tank, and fast attack.
Yeah.
So but it's only an auxiliary. It's not
Sure.
an apex.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it allows you to kind of bring
The generic.
the generic units in nice little configurations where you go, well, I'm probably going to want the transport to put some guard in.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to want the tank.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to want some bikes. So you get it for one slot. And I think
Yes.
if they went back and looked at mech, because they're completely generic, you don't have to be like, I mean, I know custodes are just generic anyway, but if they went back and applied that logic to mech and went, you can have an X, a Y, and a Z,
Yeah.
I think you'd be able to build a mech army.
I think if it was just
Bit
for me,
more
it would just be
effectively.
nice to be able to like bring 2 Cybernetica and 2 Reductor or
In
2
one
Lacrimator
thing, yeah.
in one Orcs detachment, or just remove the requirement that you.
I think
you
that's
must.
going to be the simplest way of doing it. Is just remove that.
Like I get it, like thematically, which is important to us. You know, we should have just one. You know, it should just be Cybernetica. It should just be Reductor.
Because I guess from that perspective, then it's like saying, if you were to look at it through a Space Marine lens, it's like me saying, well, I want to take some Justarian and I want to take some Grey Slayers.
Yeah.
Similar. That's the analogue I've got in my head.
I think the thing is though, historically,
You could.
mech have always kind of just been you can
It's sandboxy.
you can mix and match them
Yeah.
sort of thing.
I think it goes against the bit with the mech bit that's frustrating is it goes against the tagline of we've made this so that you can make the most customizable armies that you've ever had, and then it goes, oh, but if you're playing mech, that's all got to be cybernetic. And then you're like,
Yeah,
like,
and it wouldn't be so bad if, say, for example, there was an opportunity to open up. I think it's just difficult to cost of Magos and Archmagos in a 3K list. You're always like one detachment short.
Yeah, I think Mecha in that. So the reason why it works so well, custodes, low model count.
Yeah.
And so you only really want one HQ, maybe two at a push.
Yeah.
You're not really, and I think Mecha are in a really weird position where they're not quite as like elite as custodes.
Yes.
But they're also not quite as like
they're not as troop heavy as Space Marines,
right? So they.
But that's why Skitarii comes in.
Yeah, and then they work really well.
That has actually fixed so far in my mind. It has fixed that problem because your scoring units are the Skitarii units, and you can just go full ham into that, and that's fine.
And then your other stuff's your other stuff.
And then you can lean in whichever kind of
theme,
faction you want to
do that or whatever.
But I'm looking forward to doing. Actually, this leads us seamlessly into some of the questions we've got. Are we happy to? Just.
I think overall positive, but there are still some negatives.
Yeah.
But we'll get over it.
Yeah,
because we're adults.
Yeah, exactly. I've just gone with it. Yeah.
Some of us are apparently more adult than the others.
Just look me in my eyes.
So we have got some questions. We've got some questions from some of the guys. What I was going to do in terms of just picking armies and themes, I thought we've had a question along those lines. This is from Mac, and Mac has asked, Mac, OG hot dog.
Yep.
I had hot dog for dinner.
Did you?
Yeah.
I had hot dogs for lunch.
Tried peppercorn cheddar, sliced from Tesco's.
Yeah.
Works really well.
I had chili cheese hot dogs from Mattison's. They were very nice.
I feel like I had the best croque monsieur.
Oh, I do love a croque monsieur.
Today. I've never had such a good. I can't even say it properly. It's a fucking cheese toast, like ham and cheese toasty. It had 3 different types of cheeses on it. One of them was called the Norfolk Dapper. No, Norfolk Dapple, because it was apple with a D in front of it, which Andy might like. Ash, I think Andy prefers the D at the end.
He likes to be wined and then done.
Oh, that did make my stomach hurt. But yeah, it was literally the best cheese toasty.
I hope you choked on it.
I literally wanted to eat another one. They were that good.
We should probably get back to the question.
We should do.
Divulge the hot dogs.
Yeah. So Mac, original hot dog. He goes, why do you pick your legions? Is it because of fluff, or is it because they're your favourite models, or do you just want to win?
Well, clearly not. Do it because I want to win for me. 2 reasons. One you're going to laugh at. So the first one, the thing that got me back into the hobby was I picked up a copy of Storm of Iron, and so obviously Iron Warriors. I just really loved that book.
Yeah.
And then when I saw that Heresy was out and about, bearing in mind I'd been out of the hobby for a long time, and I hadn't got a clue what I was doing, I needed something that I knew I could paint.
So that's from a narrative point of view, and of a, I suppose, in your words, might be a low barrier to entry because it was a scheme that you were comfortable with.
And I'm also bitter and twisted.
Don't we know
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
So you play Emperor's Children, right?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. I use Emperor's Children dice. I don't play Emperor's Children.
I was about to say it's coming, but...
It's coming. So mine's almost a complete opposite in terms of entrance to the hobby, but the fluff bit remains the same.
Okay.
Picked up Horus Rising.
Yeah.
So my first Heresy was Sons of Horus.
Yeah.
Picked up Horus Rising and went, why would I not want to play these guys? They're cool.
Yeah.
And you kind of fall in love with the different characters, right? Like Garfield and Little Axeman and all that kind of stuff. Axeman and Little Horus. So that was like the kind of...
Whenever I hear Little Horus, I think of Andy, but carry on.
Not that good looking.
So that was the fluff reason.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I went on Instagram and went, Sons of Horus Army, Dawn's Hour appeared.
Yeah.
And you're like, they are the most beautiful models I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
And so then I was like, how do I paint those? Oh, he's got a painting guide. Oh, I need to know how to use an airbrush. I need to know how to dilute these paints. I need to mix these in these ratios. And so I went the complete opposite of low barrier to entry. And I went, oh, I guess I'm doing this now. And so copied that. Still got them, loved them.
Yeah.
But in general, how do I choose an army? It's entirely fluff.
Yeah.
I'll read a bit in a book, or I'll see something cool, or I'll be like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was like a scenario where all of the people, the caretakers for the White Scars Dreadnoughts get killed and they get set free, and there's this like hole on that world, and you kind of think of these like imaginary scenarios, and you kind of go down that route. Yeah.
It's really interesting, because when I moved over to, because I was playing 40k, so 7th ed 40k, that's when I came back into the hobby. The Legion of Peterborough, or before the LOP, there was like 16 of us locally that were playing 40k that were like, let's play Heresy. So I think some of them already played Heresy and they were really into the books and stuff. And it was like Pete Whitlam, Wheeler, Taylor, Collister, Webbo, the
gang,
the real big group. And they were like, oh, I got introduced to the group through Pete Whitlam, and they're like, right, the only 2 legions that we haven't got claimed at the moment, I think, might have been Dark Angels. The other 2 were White Scars and Word Bearers. Now, at the time, obviously resin jet bikes for White Scars, like I wasn't earning nearly enough money to be able to justify buying that many jet bikes to run a White Scar army. And I was already playing demons in 40k, and all of the lads said, Tonk, if you play Word Bearers, you can summon all your demons. And I'm like, what a brilliant idea. So we start playing games, and I start summoning demons, and they're all fucking kicking off because I get free demons. Fucking bullshit. Like, you literally told me to do this, and I fucking did. So Mac was really quite surprised when I told him that story, because for example, with Mech, the reason why I started playing Mech is that I was over in Denmark, I played Ricardo, love Ricardo, and he brought this absolute honking Mech list, right? And I was playing, it was 2.0, and I was playing my Word Bearers, and we had a game, and it was literally one of the best games of Heresy I could, it's one of those games that you can just remember as being a really, really good game. And he gets really aggressive, and he's like, oh, fuck you! And he's like rolling his dice and betraying him, and like, I'm rolling really well, and he's kicking off. He's like, no, not you, I love you. Crazy little Italian dude. He's honestly absolute legend. And I literally remember leaving the table going, I want that army. And I literally said, send me that list, because I'm building that list. And I did, because I just thought it was just such a fun way of playing the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, because I don't read a huge amount because historically, owing to my work, I would just write reports all day long, and I had no capacity. My absorption bucket was full. I couldn't take anything in. Or at least that's my excuse. So, but because I've only read maybe 6 or 8 of the books, and there's 54 books. But that's why I'm enjoying the journals, is because I'm forcing myself to, not forcing myself, but I'm reading them and I'm learning stuff. And I'm like, oh, hang on. I remember reading about something like 30 years ago, one of the old,
in an old book,
Imperial Guard, codex or army book or whatever you call them. So for me, it's more about, I actually want to play the game slightly differently, and I'll look at different, that's why Custodians appeal. Because it's a different way.
And that's why you pivoted to militia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you could just do crazy different stuff with militia. Obviously, I hated my back, and that's why I had 120
dudes
militia
around,
plus all the other stuff. After 2 days of playing games, 5 games in second, and moving 120 moles every single turn, just bad times. So that's how I am. That's how I kind of. That's kind of that's my motivation for kind of looking at.
Something else that attracts me is because I like to convert and kit bash, and I like to make things that aren't what you just see on the shelf.
Yeah.
So I'll spend hours just going through third-party bits,
Yeah.
providers and Etsy and STL files and stuff.
Yeah.
Just trying to come up with something that just looks a bit different.
Yeah.
If I know you'll say, oh, it's all right. Well, I know my painting's not the best. So what I like to do...
I'm going to put some photos of some of Andy's stuff on here, right? And genuinely, I want you to give an honest opinion in the comments. Because it's really annoying me, as your friend, of many, many years, that you always start off with, I'm not the best painter. You are a good
I'm not
painter.
fishing for compliments.
Well, you're fucking going to get some, because people will put them in the comments, won't you? Do it now. Do it, stop, and just do it now. Right, carry on.
So what I like to do
Yes.
is just make stuff that stands out for other aesthetic reasons.
Yeah.
So like with the nights I've been doing,
Yeah.
lots of stuff from tarot.
Mm-hmm.
So just tentacles,
Gribblies. And
gribblies.
is that to get Matty turned on?
Yeah. Just trying to do something slightly different with it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And I think I do a similar thing, but with the list writing piece, which is I like to think of what does the bit of the army look like that we don't always hear about? So Iron Hands on jet bikes.
Yeah.
Every legion had access to everything.
Yeah.
Iron Hands would have probably had jet bikes.
Yeah.
What does Iron Hands on jet bikes look like? What does White Scars in all Terminators and Dreadnoughts look like?
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. What do
Loyalist word bearers look like?
Exactly.
Or traitor salamanders,
But it's all that kind of thing of you turn up to an event and you go, what army are you playing? I'm playing Iron Hands, 30 bikes.
Yeah.
And they're like, what?
What's going on? I don't understand.
Yeah. And
it
it's
doesn't compute.
but every faction or chapter have access to everything.
I suppose it's a bit like going back to that we were kind of throwing a bit of shade at second edition Stone Gauntlet. It's like Imperial Fist that don't play Stone Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. That doesn't make sense.
Like melee Imperial, not melee Imperial, but they don't rely on their bolts all the time.
Exactly.
Or, that's why I quite like the Nemesis Company Ultramarines, right?
Yeah.
Because they're we don't necessarily trust everything Gilliman says, and we don't necessarily want to be nice. So, there's bits of that, and things like
We
that.
threw that book in the bin.
Yeah. So it's I think that appeals as well because you're thinking of the world outside the world, and that can be quite fun sometimes.
Yeah. No, I mean I've got a slow build World Eaters army that is just literally just going to be 3 Land Raiders and loads of troops. And maybe some backup in the backfield, and that's it. Because that's what I want to play. I just want to just do loads and loads of bodies, screaming across the tabletop, absolute nutters, waving their chain axes. Because I just think that would be a fun way. I mean, that is the way that you play. Sorry, that is the way they're meant to be played in the narrative, and I just want to replicate that because I think it would be fun.
And it looks really cool.
And it's it would be
going back to the narrative thing.
Be a project, and that's the plan. But yeah, hopefully that has answered the question, Mac's question. For those that are watching, how do you choose your armies? Do you go for narrative, or do you just go, I fancy 10 Kratos because that's how I want to play my games? I mean, I suppose that could be.
Or do you like painting specific colours, so you only stick to armies in those colours, things like that?
We've got another question. This is from Henrik, and this is specifically for you, Andy. It's more of a statement than a question. So Henrik, our friendly professor,
I know what's coming.
he goes,
Is it about the goat?
No.
There's a goat?
That's a story for a next one.
So the question is, Andy, please would you return 50 Shades of Grey DVD collection I lent you when I was in the UK? I'm glad that we think alike, that none of us think Jamie Dornan is our Christian. I don't know what that means.
No, Christian Grey.
Okay.
If you'd watched the DVDs when Henrik had brought them over and lent them to Andy, you'd know all about it.
I would have known about that. So he's just basically asking us 50 Shades of Grey.
Sorry, Henrik, they are burnt out. they're just not working anymore.
Oh, okay.
You can't get the box open; it's glued shut.
I think it's glue. It looks like a bit like Pritt stick.
It's like Garmin Diaz. That's something about Mary. Okay, moving on. And then Pau has asked us a question. He goes, "What are plans for greetings next year? New army, new list ideas." And he's asked me a specific question: will there be ZM again? I mean, I can start with that by saying if Andy Dawn will have us at Greetings, I will absolutely be having another massive ZM game, and it's going to be bigger. because it needs to be bigger. So yes, I will be doing, if we're invited, 100% will be. I'd love to do Zone Mortalis again.
There will undoubtedly be about 30 new armies between now and then, because Butterfly all over the place, but I'll probably bring something new.
Yeah.
Just because an event is a great opportunity to get a project moving.
Yeah.
Ideas for lists, I mean, God knows, 6 months' time, the whole world could have changed. We could be on 4th edition.
Yeah, I mean, what we're in July now, so we've still got what?
Three.
I mean,
Battlefield
Gothic might be out in 9 months' time, and we could all just be going from sods the air and let's play Battlefield Gothic.
Yeah.
So
No, what we could do then is we could play Battlefield Gothic, and then you could have like
land the boats on from the Battlefield Gothic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to put it out there. I've really enjoyed being playing Battlefield Gothic with Northampton, Josh, and Tommy, and Big Dog. Like, I am loving playing that. It is so much fun. And actually, spoiler alert, they might be I think they are coming to the November event, and they will be playing a bit of BFG alongside the Zone Mortalis.
But no, I think it's true for both of us, right? There'll probably be a new army of some description, or at least some new units.
There'll be new units.
Yeah.
I think at this point it's a question of what can I repurpose out of the stuff that I've started on White Scars.
Yeah. I mean, you've got 30 dudes. That's a pretty solid base.
Shattered Legions.
They're too complicated for him, that's why.
I mean, I've got this like fun idea, because I really want to do some Red Scorpions.
Yes.
Because I love Red Scorpions.
Yes.
And I have a friend who still has the characters in the Dreadnought, and he's like, they're yours if you want them to buy from him. And I'm like, don't tempt me. But
don't tempt me, Frodo.
I quite like the idea of creating a list like that, and then creating some sort of fluff that they entered the warp and have somehow found their way back into the Heresy.
Okay.
And they're almost neutral. They don't know who's who. Like, they obviously recognise that there are some legions there, but they don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that misses from Heresy.
Yeah.
That you have in 40k, where you can create your own chapter.
A bit more. Yeah.
And you can't, you obviously.
Well, it's historical wargaming in the future, isn't it? So it's a fixed outcome. But I just think there's something, because I had the similar idea for the Death Guard of painting them as their pre-Heresy.
Dusk Raiders.
Yeah, Dusk Raiders.
Okay,
and then being like, they've been lost in the warp for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And they've come back out, and they are like recognising the signals from the ships, but then they turn up on the ships and it's like, why the fuck are you white and green?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Why are you sneezing everywhere?
Yeah, like, why have you got a tentacle?
No, I don't want a dirty pint.
But it's like that kind of thing of like, it's still within the universe, and it's still within like a realm of possibility in that universe, but it's a bit of fun fluff.
Yeah, I appreciate I'm going to be absolutely full ham on terrain, because I want to do some pretty big
stuff.
I want to add a lot more stuff to what we have. And obviously we've got a lot of time to do that, and I've already got some ideas in terms of how I'm going to achieve that. I just need to pull the trigger and stop getting distracted by other things. I think if I had the opportunity to do a new Zone Mortalis-esque focused army, I would love to go heavy on Ursarax, and just have, it'd be quite cool to have like ad hoc units, so smaller units. So rather than having to run units of like 10 or whatever, you could have half-size units, for example, because I know you can do that for some units.
Oh, I thought you meant, when you said ad hoc, I thought you meant like composite units. So like you'd have had in Space Crusade.
Go on.
So you have like a dude with a heavy bolter.
Ah, sorry, yeah, I'm with you.
Sort of like a Death Watch unit.
Yeah, and a dude with a power fist and chainsword.
Yeah, so we could absolutely do that. We could definitely write that up for some of the skirmish games that we do.
So I think that would be quite cool as a like mini ZM.
Yes.
Where you have sort of one unit each, and that unit can be a mixture of and we can set a list of like different things. But that's quite a cool idea.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
It's a bit like that Centurion only list that you can do. Yeah.
Well, for the Black Shields.
Yeah.
That I've already done.
Yes, true.
But that kind of thing, I think that would be really appealing, and you might actually find a lot of, can we get the rules for that? Because I think it's got like a Space Hulky, Space Crusade, Aliens kind of vibe, where you've got a disparate group.
Yeah.
Not even all necessarily from the same legion.
I suppose someone's probably shouting at the camera going, or the screen going, it's kill team for Zone Mortalis.
Which, yeah, it probably is.
Which
right?
I've not played kill team,
No,
but
I
I'm
haven't.
assuming that's what it is.
Kill team could be a bit like that, yeah.
But I think it would be quite cool as a nice little side.
Yeah.
It could be the Friday evening game, right?
Yeah.
The Friday evening game is like kill team
exactly.
for Zone Mortalis, and then the weekend is
Exactly, for the bigger
yeah.
games. I've been through some of my boxes and I found I've got 20 original Terminators. So I was thinking about just do a force of 20 Terminators and then maybe add a couple of characters in or something just to have as a a low model count.
Paint them as white scars.
Yeah, I thought that'd be quite a cool like pure zone force. Just do 20. There's no, I don't know which legion, which way I'd go with them.
But that is a cool thing. Like just having, I do like that, like kind of one single type of armor, type of thing. I tell you what, I would like to do. I'm never going to do it for. I won't have the time to do it between now and then. But I really want to do a Demon ZM force, but with like a bit more custom. So to Andy's point about making them a bit more visually interesting than just buying a bunch of plague bearers.
Yeah. Literally, Mac has just spaffed up the screen because he is doing demons for November.
Yeah, I love the idea of demons. I've been reading the rules, and I'd love to do some like funky conversions and stuff. Yeah. But
I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to someone today, I think, or yesterday about demons. I don't know enough about demons.
But I just think it'd be fun, like creative project.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of fun with inks and colours.
Yeah, that sounds good. So it sounds then potentially for greetings, Andy, you're going to be doing white scarves?
No, maybe.
Iron Warriors probably, or Dark Angels.
I don't know.
Dark Angels.
Yeah. Or are you just going to commit to maybe just doing a couple of like units, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
To something. I'll probably get bitten by something in like
There's a lot of time for them to release something between now and then.
November.
It's true.
And then
It's
I'll
true.
just go, ooh.
But you may. So you're going to be doing.
Honestly, I don't think I'm going to have the time to do the demons, so it might be... Do you know what I might do?
Go on.
I might just bring my Sons of Horus, my first ever army,
Yeah.
and just see what
Just
I
go.
can... I've got loads of just Aaron.
Just let them cook. Sounds good. Yeah, no, fair. I thought if I can, I've got 12 Versaracs at the moment. I'm going to be going... I've got 6 more to build, but they're only like 200 points a unit, so bearing in mind we're playing 1,500 points, I need to be doing a lot more of something.
If you're doing Lacrimata, do Thralls.
I mean, I've already got 20, and I've just acquired 40 more that are built, so I just have to paint them.
One list is going, oh, thank God.
After some of the abuse he gave me in the group, no, fuck that guy. Send one list stage, all of your Mechanicum. He loves building Mechanicum. He apparently gives you discounts if you do.
Especially on Thralls.
Especially on Thralls, yeah, absolutely.
They're his favourite.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for those questions. If the Q&A is something that you guys find interesting, I mean, we enjoy getting random questions put to us.
Apart from when they're from Henrik.
Because he outs you. In all fairness, he's been quite subdued recently.
Yeah, I mean, that is tame.
He's actually been quite subdued. But yeah, on that note, thank you very much
Pleasure.
again
Anytime.
for joining me. I'm really pleased that we were able to record and it wasn't 1 million degrees in the shed.
True that.
I'm amazed that we've not caught fire.
Did think it was going to be like Isfahan, didn't we?
We did, exactly, we did. But yeah, no, thank you very much for joining me.
Anytime, mate.
And thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have not already done so, please like and comment. We do like to hear from you. And if you've not already done so, a follow or a subscribe would be lovely. And until next time.
Cheers,
Thank you very
guys.
much.
Cheerio.
Hey, what happened to the shed stays in the shed, mate.
The Netflix documentary, Andy sits down and goes, so the shed.
For God's sake.